Wrestling fam, welcome back to Wrestling Saga, the place where the most explosive, jaw-dropping stories in the WWE come alive. And today's feature is one that has set the entire wrestling world ablaze because for the first time ever, Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu stood face to face in a tense, wordless staredown backstage at SmackDown. A moment so loaded with electricity that fans immediately began calling it the seed for the next great dream match. But while the tension between these two monsters was undeniable, reality says the timing isn't quite right just yet, because at the moment Lesnar's entire focus is locked on his violent, personal war with John Cena while Jacob Fatu is entrenched in a brutal blood feud with Solo Sikoa and his faction, the MFD. Yet the collision course feels inevitable and every second of their eye-to-eye moment backstage was dripping with anticipation as Lesnar, fresh from his shocking SummerSlam 2025 return where he F5 feet D John Cena into oblivion in front of a stunned stadium, prowled the backstage corridors with that cold, predatory glare, only to turn a corner and find himself staring straight into the wild, feral eyes of Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf who has been ripping through SmackDown with unmatched aggression since his 2024 debut. And in that instant the air grew heavy, the crew members scattered, Jimmy Uso stepped into steady Fatu while Paul Heyman lingered in the shadows smirking like he already knew the chessboard was being set for something massive. And while Lesnar's battle with Cena will explode at Clash in Paris in what many predict will be a no disqualification grudge fight dripping in history, with their storied past dating back to Cena's shocking win over Lesnar in 2003 and Lesnar's complete demolition of Cena at SummerSlam 2014. Jacob Fatu's war is equally personal as it was born from betrayal within the bloodline itself after months of being Solo Sikoa's right-hand destroyer, only for cracks to appear when Solo brought in JC Mateo without warning, setting off a chain reaction that exploded at Money in the Bank 2025 when Fatu cost Solo the briefcase and screamed his hatred for him to the world, leading to Solo and his MFD, Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and Mateo, using every underhanded trick in the book to keep the United States Championship away from Fatu. Most infamously at SummerSlam where interference and handcuffs allowed Solo to slip out of a steel cage with the belt, and while Fatu responded with a jaw-dropping moonsault from the top of the cage onto his enemies, the numbers game still leaves him and Jimmy Uso outgunned, sparking rumors that he might recruit cousin Zilla Fatu or even Jey Uso to turn the tide. Yet the importance of that brief but charged SmackDown staredown cannot be overstated because Lesnar and Fatu are not just two wrestlers, they are apex predators from two very different wrestling worlds. Lesnar a calculated machine of destruction forged in NCAA dominance, UFC championships, and a WWE career marked by breaking The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. And Fatu an unhinged force of nature molded in the Anoa'i dynasty tradition but carrying the chaos and brutality that made his 819-day MLW World Heavyweight Championship reign legendary, making their potential clash a battle of eras, styles, and legacies. And while reports from Wrestling Observer hint that WWE may be planting seeds for a Survivor Series Wargames scenario or saving the one-on-one confrontation for the grand stage of WrestleMania 42, the truth is this staredown was WWE's way of whispering to the fans that the storm is coming. Because should Lesnar finish his business with Cena and Fatu finally bring down Solo's MFD, the path will be clear for a match that could redefine what a modern main event looks like. A match dripping with family pride, brute force, and the kind of aura that makes the entire arena feel like it might collapse under the weight of anticipation. So for now the war drums beat in two separate battles, but make no mistake, Lesnar vs. Fatu is no longer a fantasy, it's a fuse already lit, and when it finally explodes, it could be the most destructive collision the WWE ring has ever seen.